It is a daily battle for drivers with disabilities buying gasoline. Federal laws are supposed to make that easier.
But is everyone following those laws? Tony Lopez joining us live now with the results of a CBS 13 investigation. Tony?
Well, for most of us, this is an easy thing to do. This will take me, about 5 minutes to fill her up and go? But can you imagine having to carve out 30 minutes to an hour just to get gas? For disabled drivers, they don't need to imagine it. When it comes to independent living, Danny Anderson has life mastered. But relaxing and recharging after a full day's work is a piece of cake compared to what happens when she needs to refuel. Yes, Danny drives. Despite being in a wheelchair all her life, she's been hitting the road since she was 16. As she cruises down Sacramento's highways, she knows exactly how much gas is in her tank. Because unlike most of us, pumping gas can be more than a pain, it can be a nightmare.
I don't know how long it takes you to get your gas, but I'm assuming you hop out of your car, you pump it up, and you're done in 5 minutes.
It doesn't take Danny 5 minutes or 10 or 15 on a good day.
It's at least a 20-minute thing for me.
Under the Americans with Disabilities Act, gas stations are required to help disabled drivers by pumping their gas for them. But there's a catch.
One of the limitations in the law is that if a gas station doesn't have more than one staff person, they're not required to comply.
Hello? Sometimes, even when they do have more than one attendant, they ignore the law. CBS went undercover in the Chicago area and found disabled drivers sitting in their car, waiting and waiting and waiting. Despite honking the horn like they're supposed to, no one came out to help. That happened at a few gas stations near the Windy City. But would it happen here? Back to Danny. While she has a regular gas station where she always gets help right away, we wanted to see what would happen at a random location where Danny's never been. Right away, we noticed the disabled access sticker, indicating the attendant will come out and help, provided there's more than one employee on duty. There was more than one clerk inside.
So usually I try to do the intercom first if I can reach it.
Keep in mind, the button is supposed to be for disabled drivers.
That's not gonna happen.
Danny can't even reach it. So what's next?
I would next honk my horn.
No one came. We've been here about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit longer. Do you feel kind of invisible?
A little bit. Yeah, and then people look at me like I'm weird sometimes when I don't get out of the car.
So you've honked twice.
I've honked twice.
Can't reach the button.
I've tried to reach the button.
So what's the next step?
The next step would be looking at the building to see if I can see a phone number.
There is, and Danny calls.
Hi, can I get disabled assistance on the closest pump to the mini mart?
After giving her what Danny described as attitude, a clerk comes out and we ask questions. They're supposed to honk twice and then you guys are supposed to come out. Yeah. So we honked twice and nobody came out. He says he didn't see us. Let me ask you this, as someone who's in the business, do you think it should be easier for disabled drivers to get help when they need gas? Do you think it should be easier, or do you think it's fine the way it is?
No, it's easy.
It's easy right now?
No, it's easy right now.
Easy for him to say.
It's very stressful to go get gas. I mean, how long have we been here? And this was a good experience. We've been here for 20 minutes, right?
We go with Danny to 2 other Sacramento area gas stations and get familiar results.
Okay, so I can't reach this one either because of this pole right here.
One more gas station, one more frustrating experience.
This one doesn't even have the button to push.
Looks like I've got an open stall here. Let me see if I can score a little gas.
Disabled driver Catherine Baird tries a different approach when she goes to fill her up at this Sacramento area gas station. Yes, she hits the horn, and it falls on deaf ears.
I'm going to try to pull up and see if I can catch someone's attention because there's nobody coming. Sir, would you ask the gentleman who works in there if they could help a disabled person? I need to get gas.
The customer gladly goes back inside to alert the clerk, and he comes out to pump her gas. At another station,
try the old horn honk, see if it might work.
By now, we can all guess what happens next.
Can you just tell them inside that I need someone to help me get gas?
But what if the customers who helped hadn't been there? Worse yet, what if they'd been the wrong people to ask?
I'm a real positive person, but then it kind of raised another issue for me. I have to give somebody your money to take in, to come back out, to to pump the gas, to do all, you know. So it raises some other issues.
Which brings us back to Danny, who reminds us relying on the kindness of strangers is easier said than done.
Honestly, I wouldn't stay at this gas station. I wouldn't stay here.
No.
I just don't feel comfortable asking somebody here.
If this were the only gas station around, you'd be stuck.
I would sit here for a while until these people hopefully left.
And we're left with a reminder after seeing what disabled drivers can go through, something chances are very few of us think about as we live our gas up and go lives. The next time you hear a driver honk at the pump, don't jump to conclusions. Most people don't think about this. I'm guessing you hope people think about this after it airs, huh?
Yeah, I hope so. You know, if you see someone sitting in their car for a long period of time, looking around, looking a little frustrated, or maybe ask, you know, if they need assistance.
Thank you.
We'd like to thank both Danny and Catherine for letting us follow them around. You know, they do have their regular gas stations in their neighborhood where they go, but when they go on long road trips, they have to actually phone ahead to different gas stations to see if they have disabled access at their particular station.
Oh boy, Danny's got a great personality, first of all.
Yes.
And I can't believe how difficult it is for them just to do the simple things like push that button. They can't even reach it.
Yeah, Tony,
Yeah, like I
thanks
said,
for...
something we don't think about, but obviously, something we should be thinking about.
Appreciate you bringing that to our attention.